Ayun. Good morning, good morning, good morning, everyone. It's the most beautiful day of the year, and it's the 70th Miss Universe pageant na live sa Israel today at gabi nila ngayon sang Sunday doon sa ibang parte ng mundo ngayon, the other side of the world. So today magkakaroon tayo ng special pre-event or pre-pageant event as what we have done noong May. Of course, makakasama natin ang mga experts ulit, ang mga beauty pageant enthusiasts. Walang iba kundi mula sa Pilipinas, si McCoy Manlapas. Ayan, good morning, McCoy. Nakamute ka, McCoy. Let me adjust. You have to unmute yourself.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, McCoy. And of course, makakasama din natin mula sa Missology naman, walang iba kundi si Amir. Morning,
Hi,
Amir.
good morning, June, and good morning, McCoy. It's a beautiful day in the universe.
Yes,
Good
parang December na
morning.
December ka na sa iyong padamit ngayong araw na 'to. Talagang lamig na
Malamig
lamig
dito
ka na ba?
sa room ko. Oh.
Yes. Alright, and of course, mula naman dito sa Singapore, si Dr. Jean Navera. Good morning, Dr. Jean. Good morning, Jean.
Good morning. Good morning to the universe.
Good morning to the universe. Good morning, everyone. Ayan, excited na ako na makipagkwentuhan sa'yo because we only have less than an hour, less than half an hour bago mag-umpisa ang Miss Universe 2021, the 70th edition of Miss Universe. Ito yung pangalawang beses tayo na magkakaroon ng Miss Universe this year because we had only our 2020 edition a few months ago. Right? Okay, umpisan ko na. First of all, let me ask you guys, sino ba ang mga top 5 nyo? Yan, top 5 na lang or ano bang ma-prepare nyo? Top 5 or top 10?
Top 23.
Top 23.
Wow.
Sige, isa-isahin natin. Sige.
Hindi
Actually,
siya ready.
i-share screen ko yung mga ipinost nyo sa inyong mga social media. Let me just try to do that. Sige, umpisahan natin kay sino ba ang nandito sa ating file ngayon. Let me just see. Okay. I think nauna dito si McCoy. Yon. McCoy, sino ang yung top, ano ba to? 23.
23, no?
Grabe. Eh ano to, in this particular order ba ito?
Oo, particular order siya. Ayoko man sana na, alam mo yung parang alphabetical kasi may nakikita ako alphabetical or whatever kung ano man lalagay nila. Pero iba, minsan kailangan maging ano tayo no? Maging matapang tayo. Sino talaga yung number 1 mo? Sino yung number 5
Yes.
mo? Sino yung number 16 mo lang? Sino yung labas sa top 16 mo? So, yun
Alright,
yung
sige,
mga
go.
choices ko. Nag-come up lang ako ng 23 mainly because dun sa aking sariling scoring system. Sila yung medyo nakaangat dun sa preliminaries. Obviously, we don't have any visibility naman dun sa closed door interview, no? So, ang magiging basehan lang natin when it comes to closed door interview o yung pwedeng naging performance nila dun sa closed door interview is yung mga interviews nila, yung mga introduction videos nila, pwedeng kahit na anong mga interviews nila online, whether yung nasa Miss Universe page o yung kanilang pre-interview before Miss Universe. So ito yung ating favorite. So I am betting on Miss Belgium. Actually, Belgium, India, and Paraguay. Pero syempre, isa lang naman yung crown. Kailangan natin maglagay ng 1, sino yung 2, sino yung 3. So, I'm betting on Miss Belgium. Well, obviously, she's gorgeous. Very exotic, especially for someone who's representing a European country. Pero alam naman natin din yung background niya. She was adopted from an African country, from Ethiopia. So maganda rin yung story niya. Aside from that, she's very, very charming. Yeah. I love her overall presentation and I'm so happy na nakikita ko rin siya sa mostly sa top 5 ng mga other pageant sites, especially Missology, nakapasok din siya sa top 5. And then India and Paraguay, syempre dalawa sa pinaka-consistent. I would say na India and Paraguay talaga ang pinaka-consistent eh. Pero medyo ano ko talaga, leaning towards dark horse ako para medyo maiba naman. Pwede rin naman si Paraguay because they don't have any they don't have Miss Universe winner yet.
Mm-mm.
So
Mm-mm.
it could be Paraguay, it could be also India. Syempre iba rin ang Miss Universe ngayon, siguro in the past 2-3 years na they're
Mm-mm.
looking for someone who can really speak. So I'm betting on India. As we all know, Indian beauty queens are well spoken. So
Mm-mm.
mukhang hindi tayo mapapahiya rin sa kanya if ever she will win Miss Universe.
Right. You have number four is si Miss
Miss France,
France,
uh
and your number five
Colombia.
is Miss Colombia.
Yeah.
Ang pinaka-top mo na Asian country is aside from India, would be
Aside from India, it's Philippines.
Philippines,
Yes.
which is number nine mo si
Yes.
Philippines. Alright, so i-run through lang natin na number six mo is South Africa, number seven mo is
Puerto
Puerto
Rico,
Rico, eight is USA, nine is Philippines, and number 10
Spain.
is Miss Spain. Ayan,
Yes.
sige, alright.
So
Sige,
16 lang June pero alam mo
correct.
'yun, parang iba naman may mga alternate. So
Right,
I love Equatorial Guinea, Portugal, Morocco, and Aruba na hindi masyadong nakikita ko sa ibang mga set of hot picks.
right. Sige, okay. Kay Amir naman, ang iyong mga top picks or from Missology is eto. Pero eto rin ba yung sa'yo mismo? Kasi alam ko last year ay yung top
Sarili
pick
siya.
ng Missology ay iba sa top pick mo mismo. At yung top pick
Yeah.
mo mismo ang nanalo actually. Pero
Yes.
hindi yung sa Missology. So, umpisa muna natin yung top picks ng Missology. Ayan.
Yeah,
Palagay
actually, ito
dito.
yung June, mythology, usually at the end of our discussion, we have to consolidate the votes coming from our pageant correspondents, analysts, and our team actually.
Mm-mm.
So we come up with this. So ito yun siya. We have number one, India. We actually agree with this, India, because we believe her performance was solid, and then she was on point in both segments, swimwear and evening gown. And
Mm-mm.
aside from that, I have personally had an experience with her, talking to her virtually rather.
Mm-mm.
We interviewed her during our Missology Beauty Talk. So nakausap namin si India. And I think and I really believe na magaling siya when it comes to communication skills. And aside from that, her advocacy is so solid kasi. So this girl is something to look forward talaga na we believe na Miss India will have this game later. Sana lang tuloy-tuloy.
Mm-mm.
The last
Mm-mm.
time we have last year also we have India as our number one. This is the second back-to-back hot picks for Missology India, and alam naman natin na pagdating sa Q&A hindi na natin hawak 'yon. Right?
Mm-mm.
So basically, pumasok naman siya sa top 5 din ng Miss last year. And this year around, naisip namin India because of her solid performance, yung ganda iba. She is playing camera angles on point talaga, and then even her walk is so kakaiba siya. And ito lang tinik sa sa top 5 na yan, si USA. Once kasi pumasok yan si USA, tuloy-tuloy na yan siya. Like for instance, kung papasok yun sa top 5, sigurado kami siya yung tinik dyan sa limang yan. Because magaling siya. Well-spoken siya. Imagine, for a couple of days lang yung preparation niya, but eventually,
Correct.
nagbigay siya ng magandang laban during the presentation. I just hope na i-hope ko sana hindi siya pumasok kasi maliligwak yung iba. Pero hindi mo pwedeng i-hope yun. Of course. Pero talagang magaling siya, believe me. So once nakahawak niya ng microphone, medyo tinik na yan sa iba. For my number 3 sa Missology, we have Puerto Rico. I love her skin. I love her walk. I love her smiles. I love everything about her. And also her story. Very inspiring din yung story niya. And for number 4, we have Colombia. Miss Universe now is more into a green something, Makoy. How does it, ano yung term nun? They're more into advocating into green environment, something
Environment.
like that.
Sustainability, mga ganon.
Yeah. And Miss Colombia is a good spokesperson for this because she is Miss Earth, should I say
Fire.
Miss Earth
Fire.
Elemental
Yeah.
Queen during her time. So alam niya yung advocacy na gagawin niya when it comes to environment and something that has to do with green something. And yeah, her walk is flawless. Alam naman natin when India delivers, it all matters talaga. So
Mm,
usually pag Colombia yan, iba-iba yung datingan. And we
mm,
put Philippines. All of us actually, majority rather of all of us, put Bia in the top 5 kasi we saw something about her. Nakitaan namin siya ng ibang potential. I met her personally. Nakita ko siya dun, no? Sinabi ko talaga yun sa kanya na, Bea, ngayon lang kita na-appreciate. You know, when you join Miss Universe Philippines, hindi kita nakita ng ano, alam mo yun, ng spark na,
mm,
alam mo yun, na you would win Miss Universe Philippines. Bea is so different in motion. Honestly, iba siya pag kumilos na, iba siya pag nagsalita, iba rin siya pag makita mo in person.
mm,
Nung Miss Universe Philippines, nung nakita ko yung 5 sila magkakasama, ayun, so nag-stand out talaga siya for me. And I told her personally, even the press presentation, sinabi ko yan na, you are so different in person, Bea. And
mm,
you can imagine yon. And I trust in her. Well, her looks is good. That's something unique. For me, maraming nagbabash sa looks niya, sa hairstyling niya, but this is something unique. I've never seen a Filipina beauty queen reaching into the Miss Universe presentation na ganun yung hairstyle. Correct me if I'm wrong, pero parang wala akong nakitang ganun. But her styling was on point for me. Tama siya, pasok siya, and alam mo yung mag-stand out siya because karamihan ay big curls, straight hairs, and she has this
mm,
different looks. So yun yung na-appreciate ko.
mm,
And her gown was really styled for her. It was really beautifully fit for her. And
mm,
pero kung tatanungin mo, Sir June, ito yung aking 5 lang. 5 lang yung pag-uusapan natin. I have
mm,
with me, of course, India, Paraguay, Philippines, Puerto Rico, and Colombia. Binaba ko lang si USA.
okay.
For my
Tinatanong siya.
numbers, for my number 6, I have Belgium, Venezuela, USA, Brazil, and Spain. Alam mo, ito kasi yung most of the girls dyan sa mga top 10 ko, nakakausap ko. So personally, meron akong first-hand experience to them kung gaano sila kagaling magsalita. So
Mm,
I hope na nag-deliver sila during the closed door interview.
mm,
Kasi it really matters sa closed door interview yon. Um,
mm,
there is there are other girls na gusto kong ilagay. One is Equatorial Guinea na sinabi ni McCoy. She was on my list actually in my 16. Equatorial Guinea. I saw some potentials in her. Iba yung ganda, iba yung aura, iba yung dating, iba yung performance niya. Is something new na hindi masyadong pinag-usapan na bansa. Pero she was really performing during the preliminary competition. And I
mm,
want also Nepal. You know why I like Nepal, McCoy? Aside from
Yes.
she's so well spoken. Honestly, sa lahat sa kanya na interview ko during sa Mixology Beauty Talks, wala siya dyan, pero nandun siya sa dulo. Almost there.
mm.
Almost there.
Almost
But not
there.
quite.
Nung nakausap ko siya, honestly, siya yung parang nagiging Miss Australia last year for me.
Okay,
Ang
okay,
galing niya. Sobrang galing niyang magsalita. Alam mo yung
okay.
mapapamangha ka. Parang, nung sabi ko nga sa kanya, sana puro na lang from the start to the last, puro salitaan lang ang labanan. Ang galing niya. Sobrang galing niya talaga. And I hope na na-deliver niya during the closed door. Kasi once na-discover siya doon, I think, alam naman natin yon. Pag once sobrang okay ka sa closed door, pagdating sa preliminary nagsishine ka. But iba pa lang closed door interview ngayon. Kasi yung mga judges is hindi nila panood on live. Ang closed door ngayon na
Okay.
nangyayari is naka-record lang on video. So ang napanood lang nila through video. Iba pa rin kasi in person eh. Yun yung
Correct.
sinasabi ko. Iba pa rin in person. Kasi you could appreciate the beauty itself and at the same time yung pananalita nila, ma-appreciate mo yun. So, yeah,
Mm.
hindi natin patagal, baka biglang mag-alas 8 na,
Oo nga
magsalita
eh.
pa.
Oo nga. Let's
So,
try to leave by
I just wish
7:55. Let's
Yeah,
try to leave by
I just
7:55.
and also idagdag ko lang kasi naghahalberry si sa Singapore ninyo.
Mm.
Si Singapore.
Yes, correct. Okay. Speaking of Singapore, Jean, Dr. Jean, ano
Yes,
naman sa'yo
we
ang
do
top?
hope that, well, of course, it's a very tough competition, but we do hope that Singapore will get in so that we can host the pageant in the future. And that would be very fabulous because it's
Correct.
close to the Philippines, and Singapore hosted the pageant very, very well in 1987.
9
Sabi.
or 87.
Yeah, 87 when Chile won. And Chile is actually in my list. Hindi ako kumopya kay McCoy, but I'm the most probably ill-prepared, the most traditional. I have a notebook.
I have
Kanina,
to.
kaninang umaga ko lang sinulat. So wala akong PowerPoint slides, wala akong poster. But my top five
Ayan.
are Belgium. My fearless or fearful forecast, if I may borrow
She's also your
from
number one, Doc.
Joseph Beaton, is Belgium. So it's going to be a
Wow.
first Black European winner for me. It's either Belgium or France. I don't know. Of course, I'm not doing it very scientifically. I think she's natural on stage. I don't even know about her background, but when I saw her on during the preliminaries, there's something about this woman. She's
Mm,
effortless despite her rather loose gown.
mm,
Yung gown niya parang hindi masyadong fit.
Submit.
France, I think France is vibrant, she's fresh, she's youthful. Medyo natapilok lang siya nung papabalik na siya sa stage. I think the camera caught that, but she is so fresh. For some reason, I'm drawn to this European beauty. And wala siya, I think, sa list ng karamihan. Norway. I haven't, I haven't kept track of her performance, but she has the face that screams commercial and editorial. I love the jawline, and it is to die for. So, in
mm,
terms of facial beauty, I really appreciate Norway a lot. I don't know if the judges will see that. Of course, USA, I like her profile. I'm not a fan of the fantasy gown by Michael Cinco, but she pulled it off. I hope that she wears a different gown in the finals. And finally, Vietnam. Vietnam to me is the
mm,
Asian goddess. I love her evening gown. Again, this
mm,
is very impressionistic. I haven't been following closely the Miss Universe pageant because I'm more involved in the presidential campaigns for 2022. And of course, my
right.
color exudes that. I'm not going to say who I'm supporting. But here are the people in my list. Here are the other girls in my list. Chile,
Mm,
Costa Rica, because she reminds me of Gadot. India, of course, that beautiful face cannot be denied. Namibia, I think she's a native African goddess. Paraguay, of course, everybody's favorite. For some reason, I find Peru, that P group where Bea is, really strong. Of course,
mm,
Philippines, I'm rooting for Bea. I think she's fresh. Not a fan of the hairstyle, but I respect the. I think a lot of my friends say it's edgy, so they probably see something that I do not see. Puerto
mm,
Rico is your typical beauty queen, very much ready, very much prepared. South Africa, so graceful on
mm.
stage, and that's it. I only
Right.
have 15. Actually,
Just a
gusto
bit.
ko 5 lang.
Just a very quick one, Jean. Since we're here in Singapore, what is your assessment kay Miss Singapore?
I
Very quick lang.
to be very diplomatic. No, Nandita, I think, performed very competently as compared to her predecessors. The competition is tough, but I really hope she makes the cut. I think I love her face. I love her makeup. I wasn't a fan of the evening gown. I think it was too
Overpowering.
uh, it was too distracting for me.
Mhm.
But I think she pulled it off. She
Mm.
carried the gown well, and I think she did a good performance.
Right. Very quickly, we only have 4 minutes left. What is your what do you think that what does it take for Bea to actually at least get it to the top five?
I love her catwalk. I think her catwalk will see her through, and of course, if
Mhm.
she penetrates the top five, I don't think she will disappoint us in her Q&A.
All right. What about
Yeah.
Amir?
Yeah, I also love her catwalk. Her catwalk is her strength, but mostly her personality because during the presentation, she was showing us the Bea side of her. I talked to her already, and there's a different side of Bea, and there's a different side of Luigi. So for the finals, I hope she will show us the Luigi side. During the
Mm.
preliminary, it was Bea, more of Bea. It's her
Correct.
personality.
Correct. And McCoy?
Well, I guess if we're talking about winning, syempre dapat nandun ka na sa at least top 3 or top 5, no? Parang hindi masa-set aside na dun yung physical, I mean, anything na performance niya na makikita natin physically, like catwalk, kung magaling ba siya sa swimwear or sa gown. Yeah, I guess because of her story. slash her
Mm,
personality. Once
mm,
na makahawak na siya ng mic sa top 5 at sa top 3 at ma-share niya na yung story niya, as long as kaya namang i-connect yung answer niya o yung story niya dun sa
mm,
question, then
mm,
it's going to be a fifth crown for the Philippines. Who
mm,
knows?
mm. Amir, let me just ask, meron bang effect yung bansa kung saan lumalaban yung candidates? For example, right now they are in Israel. So, meron bang bearing yon kung aling bansa ang papanalunin ng Miss Universe?
Hindi naman siguro, wala naman siguro. But sometimes there's the so-called political something or business something side. Pero
Mm.
I think at the end of the day, it's all about the organization's decision. So there
Mm.
could be somehow an effect, but it's less siguro, not necessary.
Hindi tulad
But
ng
I've
ibang
heard,
pageant na,
yeah, di
Amir.
katulad, yes, yes, yeah. So ito naman kasi talaga, dito talaga ang labanan is total package. And that's what I love
Okay.
about
Yeah.
Miss
Miss
Universe. That's what I
Universe.
love about Miss Universe. Hindi lang sila more of physical, but the story of the girls, their accomplishments, their, your advocacy. So they listen to these things. Kaya that's why I love Miss Universe. Miss Universe is Miss
It
Universe.
doesn't
And what
matter if you can speak ano, no, their native
Yes.
language, no?
No, it doesn't really matter.
and what
Props to
is the
Miss
difference?
Bahrain.
Yeah,
Yes.
and Miss Morocco.
Yes.
What's the difference right now in this year? Ano yung binago nila sa pageant itself? I believe it's top 16 na
The
ngayon.
format itself is different. And what I love about the pageant is yung national costume presentation because the last few years ago, yung national
Correct.
costume presentation, mabilis lang yung rampahan. Ito kasi nakafocus talaga sa girls. I love it actually because it gives emphasis to the designers,
Mm.
designs.
But in
You
this
know,
actual pageant right now, in a few minutes, in 5 minutes from now, ano ang binago nila?
Bago.
Meron bang
this
bago?
I think meron silang mga speech. More of may speech sila parang from the start but it's a different something speech. I'm not sure kung anong klaseng speech yun but meron silang speech parang 2017 type ba yun? 16. So may ganun silang speech yata ngayon and the stage, wow, I love the stage. I don't know what's the
Ah,
other thing. Oh, I
What
love
do
the
you think,
stage.
Eurovision
guys?
Spectacular. I think
Are you happy with the
I
Kasi may
stage?
something sa speech nila, may something
compared
sa
last
speech nila.
year and 2 years ago, yes.
Yeah, so may speech niya yung nagagawin and I think the format, no, para sa akin, kasi last year, alam ko ang format was really for Latina eh. Alam ko yon, nasa isip ko na yun, that was really for Latina. This year, I think it's for more of a European, Asian, or American.
Meron bang People's Choice ngayon? Meron ba silang People's Choice sa top 16?
Yes.
Meron,
Yes.
may
The
voting, may
16th
voting
spot,
sila.
yes.
So, it
16
will,
spots.
okay. So, hopefully, ang mga
Meron na silang binigay ng mga names na nasa top ng voting. Eh, may binigay na sila. And Bea was there. So, sabi ko nga
Okay.
baka doon siya ilagay.
Right,
Okay lang.
right,
Pasok.
Bea was on the list.
correct.
Which is
Importante
ayaw ng
pasok.
which is ayaw ng karamihan ng mga pageant fans kasi feeling nila pag top 16 daw at based sa may fan vote parang it's not
Votes.
because of her performance daw. Ganun.
Mm.
Pero yun,
Yeah.
tama naman. Whatever it is, at least pasok pa rin sa top 16. Di ba?
Correct.
Si Ariela
Alright.
nanggaling sa fan vote pero lumayo si Ariela. Dumating sa top 5.
Correct.
So yes, tama
That's
tama.
right. Anyway, sige, let's see.
Okay.
Tingnan na lang natin kung sino yung kung sino yung mananalo today. We just hope for the best for Philippines as well, of course. Sana i-cheer na lang natin siya. And thank you very much sa inyo lahat. We have Amir, Doc Jean, and McCoy. Thank you very much for joining me today. And yeah, I'll see you soon, guys. Thank you very much. Maraming
Thank
pong salamat.
you, June.
Bye.
Bye.